They're going to get Donnarumma.
This has been a big saga as well. One of the biggest names in European football, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Champions League winner with Paris Saint-Germain. But during this transfer window, amid contract discussions, they couldn't agree a deal. PSG with Gianluigi Donnarumma. He was entering the final year of his contract, so they decided, well, you can go. They brought in Lucas Chevalier from Lille. He became the new number one. It was effectively time for Gianluigi Donnarumma to say goodbye, but time was running out for him to get a move. Where was he going to go? Because if you're a well-run European football club, you normally have everything in place with regard to most of your positions, especially if you're a Champions League team. However, Manchester City had one issue, and that was because Ederson had entered the final year of his contract. There was lots of talk about his future. James Trafford came in, they re-signed him from Burnley. And now the decision was, we don't want to lose Ederson, even though he's only got 1 year left of his contract. However, Galatasaray, then Fenerbahce have come in. Fenerbahce have since agreed a deal with Manchester City worth £12 million. That window doesn't shut until September the 11th, though, so that doesn't need to be announced just yet. While that was happening, Manchester City was simultaneously trying to organise a deal and get a framework in place with Paris Saint-Germain and Gianluigi Donnarumma as representatives to try and get a deal in place so that if Ederson's deal to Fenerbahce came off, they would be in a position to be able to do a deal for Donnarumma. This one went on all day. We thought, is this going to happen? Because it got pretty quiet at one stage. He's out in Italy with the national team. A medical was due to take place out in Italy. We have since heard that a deal sheet did go in from Manchester City to try and get this one over the line. And we have now heard that that deal has been finalised effectively. It hasn't been announced yet. We think it might be announced tomorrow. Still could be tonight, but it's more likely to be tomorrow. £26 million for Gianluigi Donnarumma. It seems like a fantastic deal for Manchester City. Remember, PSG, during this transfer window, said £40 million, or €40 million rather, that they wanted for Donnarumma. Manchester City went, that is going to be far too much money for